Hi Techsters, you're welcome to yet another simplified video on technical product management. And if you're new to this channel, all we do is simplify technical product management in a way that even a 5-year-old would be able to get it. And so I would encourage that you subscribe, click on the subscribe button on the channel to subscribe, and so that you would be informed when subsequent videos drop. In our previous lessons, we started with the terms used in technical product management, and we learned about APIs and MVP. If you're still confused about these terms, or you really are not clear about how to use them appropriately, I would encourage that you would see previous video to get a better understanding of APIs and MVPs. In today's video, we would continue by simplifying more terms used as a technical product manager. These are terms that you would use on a daily basis as a technical product manager relating with engineers. And some of the codes we'll be looking at today would be the code hosting platforms, the web-based platforms, the platform tools, repositories, and server. I'll be taking these codes one after the other, and I'll be simplifying them with the use of simple analogies. As regards codes, you must have heard codes at least once in your lifetime. If you're interested in technical product management, you must have read about codes or heard codes at least once in a lifetime. But it's okay if you don't understand what it means. I'll be simplifying what codes means in this video. Codes are simply sets of instructions that the computer understands. The computer have sets of instructions or languages which they understand, and codes are set of instructions written in the language that the computer understands. So as a person, I speak English, and of course, if you would communicate with me, you would communicate with me in the language which I understand, and that is English language. In the same vein, computer have some language that they speak, and then engineers communicate with the computers in this language. And as a result, the computer receives these instructions and work with these instructions. The true language of computers is the binary or the machine language, but humans use programming language to communicate with computers more efficiently. So the language in which engineers use in communicating with the computer is called the programming language. All right, moving forward, the next thing we'll be looking at are the code hosting platforms. And in this video, I'll be using two major analogies to explain code hosting platforms, to explain the web-based platforms, to explain repositories, and to explain server. And I'll be using the kitchen setup or a restaurant setup. As we all know, in a restaurant, we have the kitchen, we have waiters, we have the kitchen assistant, we have the cook or the chef, and we have the recipe book, right? The recipe book contains set of instructions on how cooking should be done. Every restaurant have their own way of cooking, their own way of doing things, and there's a recipe book at which chefs or cooks follow to achieve a particular result. And also we have chef who does the cooking. The chef does the cooking, and they are assisted by kitchen assistants, right? These are people that help to get knives, help to cut things, help to ensure that the food is tasty, the food is well cooked. We also have waiters. These are people that carry the food from the kitchen to the guest. They help guests serve and prep the meal and serve their food, right? You also have the refrigerator. This ensures that the food remains fresh and it is kept for future use. In the same vein, our codes can be likened to the recipe in the recipe book. The developers write these codes on their computer in a code hosting platform, right? So the recipe book serves as the code hosting platform. The recipe that has been written are the codes, right? So a developer writes codes on his computer on the code hosting platform, right? These codes that has been written are then transferred to the web-based platform where where developers can collaborate with each other to work on the codes, right? And also on these web-based platforms, changes can be made and changes can be tracked. So we can simply say that these web-based platforms are platforms where the codes are being worked on further. It's just like saying the chef is has brought. I mean, is now trying to put life into the recipe, right? The recipe written in the book, yes, is trying to work on it on the kitchen table. That is the way it is with the web-based platform. And of course, the chef or the cook will have kitchen assistants helping to ensure that things are going well in the kitchen. In the same vein, on the web-based platforms, we have what we call the tools, right? Tools that help to ensure that issues are highlighted or issues are seen, and they are worked on, right? And these tools are called the CI, the CD. CI stands for continuous integration, while the CD stands for continuous deployment, right? These are tools that ensure that everything goes well. Although these tools receive instruction from the developer. So the developer tells these tools that when I push my code to the web-based platform, please inspect, please highlight errors, please, the developer gives the tool what to do. And then when the codes are being pushed to the web-based platform, it does exactly what the developer has told it to do, right? And then with our analogy, we have the refrigerator in the kitchen. In the same vein, this refrigerator can represent the server. After these codes have been worked on, it has been integrated, errors have been corrected, developers has collaborated, it's then pushed or saved on the server. This server is like the powerhouse where all informations are saved and where users or customers can access this information worldwide. Yeah, that's simply what a server is. Where this information or these codes are being utilized or are being saved for people worldwide to be able to access. So a quick recap: I said that the codes are like information in a recipe book. The kitchen where recipes will be used or further worked on is the web-based platform, right? And that's the example of a web-based platform is the GitHub. We have GitHub. We have other examples of web-based platforms. Number one, we have the GitHub, we have the GitLab, we have the Bitbucket. They are all examples of the web-based platforms, right? For the code hosting platforms, I think a very common example is the Visual Studio Code. Yeah, we have different kinds of code hosting platforms. Yeah, but an example that came to mind now is the Visual Studio Codes, right? And also the server is like the refrigerator where informations are kept, right? So far we have the code written on a code hosting platform by developers. These codes are further pushed into a web-based platform. An example is the GitHub, where it is further worked on. As this code are being worked on, we have the CI/CD, which are the tools that ensure that all errors have been corrected and everything goes well. After all errors have been corrected, these codes are then pushed to the server where it is being kept for access. I hope you understand. Another scenario I would like to, I would like to use in explaining this is the Google Docs. The Google Docs can serve as your web-based platforms. So let's assume you've written your code in your code hosting platform, and then you're pushing it to the web-based platform. right? This Google Docs, has tools such as autocorrect, such as Grammarly. Yeah, these tools correct errors, highlight mistakes, make sure that your words are correct, they are right for the public to be able to see and access, right? This is how a web-based platform works. Yeah, and I hope that with this explanation of mine, you're clear on what codes are, on what a web-based platform is, on what a code hosting platform is, on what I call the platform tools, and what a server is. Yeah, please, if this video makes sense, don't hesitate to subscribe, to like, and most importantly, share this video with fellow texters. You might not know, you might be really helping someone. Yeah, thank you so much, and bye for now.